Good morning, ladies. It's Fiona May from Women on Transition, and I am super proud and honoured to be your coach for the Shine program. This program is for you. It is to help you heal and release your past. It's to help you grow and learn new skills so you can clearly see your own worth, your value, and know your own belief systems. It's so you can love yourself and your life, and you can be powerful and authentic and open to all the experiences that life has on offer. In the next 8 weeks, we're going to cover a huge amount, and you're going to grow exponentially. You're going to learn how to release your past and how to deal with your core issues that are driving your thoughts and behaviour. And even if you feel broken now and you don't think you can, I can guarantee you that you absolutely will make amazing transformation over the next 8 weeks. You're going to learn how to start living your life consciously. So that's making conscious decisions and choosing how to create the future that you want, what's full of fun, adventure, and so you can live your life on your own terms. You're not a hostage and living according to other people's rules and your past learned behaviours. This is by your rules, your choice. And how to learn new skills and learning to understand how your past has been affecting you, and you'll clearly see your own greatness. It's when you step up and you see your beauty and you see your strength and you're living in your power, you'll know that you can handle absolutely anything that life throws at you. You will never be a victim again. You're going to be powerful and strong. You'll also learn how it's possible for you to be authentic and love the woman that you are, with all your faults, all your inadequacies, and how you will never feel inferior to other women again. So when you look in the mirror, you actually love yourself, love your body, love everything about you, and you're filled with gratitude that you've got such a beautiful body. And how you can be courageous enough to love and trust again. This is a big one for a lot of ladies coming out of relationship breakdowns. How they can trust themselves and how they can trust other people. And this is where we learn these skills because we learn to set high standards. We learn to put boundaries in place. We learn to date successfully, so you choose the right people. But when you start to date, it's not about the other person as much as it's about if you love yourself and you know what you're worth and you know your value, you never settle. So regardless of your past, this is going to be really strong and powerful for you. And the next thing is we're going to do is who you need to be to attract a magnificent, powerful, masculine man and maintain that relationship where you can be yourself, where you can show up in your own grace and beauty, and you're not feeling self-conscious and inadequate. And you can just trust the man and be able to melt into him. And this is about stepping away from your masculine energy and into your feminine energy. And it makes a huge amount of difference when you allow a man to love you and support you. Just because you can do everything, ladies, I know you're strong and independent, it doesn't mean you have to. So knowing that you're loved and adored will allow you to drop your defences and to trust and learn to open yourself to a man. So our game plan over the next 8 weeks is for the program. We will show you exactly how to move from where you are to where you want to be and live your life on your terms. You're going to get a new training every week. So your first module will be released on Monday, and you will get a new training every week. You'll watch the training and take notes, and I want you to follow through the whole module step by step, do all the exercises and the homework, and ask for help when you need it. You have a limited time in the program, so you've got 8 weeks in the program. Although you do keep everything on your members site for life, so you've always got access. You can always come back and you repeat the videos and the exercises over and over, because you don't understand everything when you do the modules the first time. They're very multi-layered, and so when you listen the first time, you'll hear at the level of consciousness that you're currently at. That's what you will hear and take from the program. But by the end of the 8 weeks, you will have grown your conscious and subconsciousness to a different level, and so you will have a higher emotional intelligence after the 8 weeks than where you're starting now, and so you will understand things at a very different level. So you do keep your program and all your resources, but as far as the one-on-one mentoring in your group, it only lasts for 8 weeks. So this is why I suggest that you get in, you do your work, you ask if you get stuck. You come to every coaching call and the Q&A calls and make yourself available to do the work. The program is intensive and it is hard work, but you will get out of it what you actually take. So this is your program. You need to put the work in, and I want you to get the results. So your mindset is everything. You know, your mind is going to be really challenged through these next 8 weeks. I want you to ensure that you're working every day towards your goals and you're concentrating and focusing on growing your mind. You'll be pushed outside of your current comfort zone, so things are going to get uncomfortable. You're going to get to times in your, through the course that you feel a bit lost, you feel a bit challenged, you might get angry, whatever your go-to feeling is. That's where you will go sometimes during the course. So don't be surprised. Don't drop your lip. Don't, think it's all too hard. When you get like that, reach out for me. And I'm here to support you. The program is not just about more information. We want transformation. We want you moving from A to B. And that's my job, to help you cross that bridge of fear. So my promise to you is I will support you and empower you to live consciously, be authentic, and prepare yourself to be the very best version of you. And we'll use the step-by-step strategy that I've created, but my promise is to assist you transition from where you are to where you want to be. So of course we've got some group rules, same as anything. When we've got a collective, we've got different personalities, and for us to be able to work together as a team, we need to have some respect and some boundaries. So we're all here to heal, grow and love. Everybody's different. They've all had a different journey, although we've got definitely some similarities. I want everybody to be respectful and just to support each other. I want you to take extreme supreme ownership of your actual learning and your development through the course. This is your journey, this is your experience, and you will get out of this group and get out of the course whatever you decide that you're going to. I want you to show up, I want you to do the work, I want you to be on the calls. I can't do the work for you. I'm definitely here, I'm committed 100% to your success, but you need to be as committed as what I am. How you do anything is how you do everything. Now, I'll put this in here because there will be times where, you will get frustrated, you will get tired. It's a commitment, and I know that you've got a life outside of this. So, but I want you to take note. I want you to look at your triggers, because where you get triggered, you'll see patterns. So if your go-to is that you get angry, or your go-to is your emotion that you go to automatically is, depression or fear or getting an injury or being tied, whatever your emotion is that you go to, you're going to find that that's you're going to be triggered sometimes through the course, and that's where you want to go. I want you at that stage to be brave and courageous and have some faith in you and faith in me, and just let me know where you are, where you're struggling, and I can help you cross that bridge, because we're not here just to settle for the everything we've done in the past. We don't want to compromise and go back to the softness. We want to be courageous and step forward, and that means confronting your fears and doing, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. I want you to respect confidentiality. I want you to not disclose anything else that's in this course. This is, a lot of hard work and effort has gone into this. You've paid for it. I've developed it. Respect that. I don't want you speaking about each other or anything that you see or hear in the course about your fellow teammates or anything else that comes up. Just be respectful and keep it within our group, and we will do and pay you the same respect, obviously. I want you to reach out if you're feeling challenged or you need help. Love is an inside job. We're here. I'm so proud of you girls. You've stepped up. You're committing to yourself. I mean, a lot of people talk about doing transformation work, personal development, but very few do. Do you know that less than 5% of the population actively seek out personal development work? And what a travesty that is. How amazing would our world be if people spent as much time on their personal development as what they did playing video games or poker machines or crap like that doesn't add to their life. So you guys are already extraordinary because you're here and you're doing the work. So buckle in and let's discover what it takes to be extraordinary, because that's already where you guys are, and we're going to go from extraordinary to super extraordinary. Okay, what you're going to discover in this course. So these are some of the hows. So this isn't this isn't how we do it, but this is some of the things that you're actually going to discover. So we're going to learn how to create the life you want to be living, how to have the ultimate control over your life by the decisions you make, the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, and the results. They're 4 words you're going to be very, they're just you're going to know that sequence. Thoughts, feelings, action, results. Because every thought you think goes to your feelings become your actions become your results. And so, they are the principle of what we're going to learn and put into practice. We're also going to learn how you can change your emotions in a heartbeat. So we can change our state in a heartbeat. We can go from one emotion to another, and it's just a decision. And we create a different outcome. So you will never be angry, hurt, and peed off again where you just don't know how to change that scenario. We will also look at how you attract into your life everything you want by becoming who you need to be. So this is like the law of attraction, but sitting there and hoping and wishing that life is going to bring you more than what you've got, or praying that something's amazing's going to happen. I don't believe in manifesting if you're not going to get off your butt and do something about it. But I totally believe if you manifest and you take intelligent, positive action, you can bring into your life anything that you want. And, I've just seen it time and time again. So that's what I want for you. And it's an amazing skill once you've mastered it and you know in your heart that you can create whatever it is that you want. You're also going to learn how you can trust yourself to make the right decisions and be able to handle any challenge in your life. This is amazing when it doesn't matter what is thrown at you, what happens to you. You know, if your relationship breaks down, or if there's a death in the family, or, you know, anything, if you could imagine the worst possible case scenario, if you know that you're strong, you're capable, you're confident, and you can get through anything, I mean, it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling to know that you're competent and that you can handle it. And, you know, you don't have to stress, you don't have to fear. You know, there's nothing in my life that I get upset about. I know that whatever gets thrown at me, I can handle. And it just gives you such a sense of peace. You know, it's an amazing feeling, and that's what I want for you. You'll also learn how fear controls how we see the world, what we have, who we are, what we don't have, where we work, what we put up with, you know, the behaviours that we put up with. So all of those things are controlled through how we see our version of the world, and fear can just limit us in so many ways. So our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So what we believe inside is reflected on our outside. It will affect who we have in our life. It will affect the people that we deal with. It will affect our job, where we work. I mean, all these things support our version and our vision for our life and for the world. And it'll also, you'll get some amazing things out of this course that you might not have even intended to get. So, you know, how to make friends. Like, this was amazing for me, because I was always very standoffish and very controlled and busy, and, you know, had my own little stuff going on. So I was very, a lot of people thought that I wasn't very approachable, or, you know, some people thought I was snobby. You know, I thought I was shy. You know, I'd rather just go and do the things that I was comfortable with, that I was good at, and that I got recognition from, and it made me feel significant because I was achieving well in those areas. And I didn't worry about doing the things very much that I was uncomfortable with, like, you know, girls' lunches and networking and socialising, and, you know, they were never really high on my to-do list. And when I realised that it was really fear that was holding me back, I started to see myself as different from other people. And at first there was judgment. You know, I used to judge people that weren't like me, and we'll cover this a little bit, you know, further into the course. But when I realised that, you know, everybody is so similar, that we're the same, you know, we all have a heart, we have a soul, we have a body, and that everyone's doing the best they can, it was easier to make friends. It was easier to see people and not judge them, because we see their souls. You know, when you realise that you have no idea what people are going through, you have no idea what's going on in their head, what they're thinking, we can drop a lot of our judgment, and a lot of our judgment comes from fear. So we can learn to be a true friend, and we allow our own beautiful core, our feminine essence, to shine and radiate from us. And so we can be authentic, and we can balance our energies. So there's something really great that you're going to love. So I developed a system called Canopies, what stands for Constant and Never-Ending Personal Improvement. And so this is the program and the basis of where we go from here. Because in the first week you'll find, you know, we cover in detail. I often refer to, you know, being better, doing more, you know, pushing ourselves, learning new skills. And some people often think that that means that there's something wrong with them now. It's not that there's something wrong with them. Everyone is beautiful and just, you know, a good person, soul, where they are right here, right now. They're all doing the best that they can. But as far as, you know, progress is going forward. You know, growth is going forward. It's learning new skills. It's taking us from where we are to where we want to be. And so to do that, we need to have constant and never-ending personal improvement. It's the same as like when I was in my business. You know, my businesses grew exponentially and went from little businesses to big businesses because we never sat on our laurels. We never waited for, you know, things to come to us. We always were proactive, went out, got our customers, got new products, developed, were creators, weren't copiers. We were always at the forefront of our industry, and you know, we had an amazing reputation of being leaders right throughout the world in the industry that we're involved in. And that's who we have to be as people. You know, we don't want to copy other people. We don't want to be waiting to be, you know, told how to act or told how to be. We want to actually create our own journey and our own path forward, stand in our own power, be our own leader. And so this is where, you know, if we have constant and never-ending personal improvement, that's a skill set that is going to allow us to do that. We'll feel powerful and passionate, have a clear plan to achieve our goals. We'll be excited and inspired about our future, and fear will never stop us again, because, you know, fear's a false expectation appearing real. You know, it's a bullshit story that we're potentially leaning into that hasn't even happened. And once we dissect that and we actually get it, you know, fear just goes away. Life's a challenge. Life is an adventure. Like, I love the fact that I never know what's going to happen and the craziness that we get up to. And, you know, because it's fun. It keeps us on our toes. So, and when you're confident like that, you have a newfound confidence, and you know that you are beautiful and strong and powerful. And you don't only deserve to be happy and loved, you know you can achieve it. You know, that is the difference in being a victim or being a victor. You know, there's nothing that is going to happen to you what's going to knock you off your perch. You're going to be solid. You're going to be making good choices where you can just sit back and, you know, lean into yourself, know in your heart and know in your soul that you're confident to be able to look after and make good decisions for you. You'll love the woman that you are, and you'll see beauty in everybody and everything around you. And this comes from when we really learn to love ourselves. The more we learn to just love and appreciate and be grateful for the road that we've travelled, for our parents and for our past and everything that has happened to us, when we really are grateful for that journey, we can just love who we are and be, you know, everything it makes us ready to love again, because we are love. You know, we're gracious, we're ripe. You know, that's how it feels like when you're ready to love again, is when you are grateful for everything that's happened, because you know that where you are is exactly where you're meant to be. You know, there's no accidents, ladies, in life. I do not believe that, you know, there's coincidences. I know that you've been on your journey. I know that you joined our group. I know that I was brought into your life, and I know that you are right for this course right here, right now. And that's why you're sitting here, and that's why you're doing it. Because you'll attract the right man who cherishes and loves you and makes you feel like a princess, and who you can trust your heart to. And you'll have the tools to grow the relationship into a long-lasting love affair. And, you know, you'll own yourself when you're with a man, and you will allow him to make love to you, not have sex with you. And you'll feel safe enough to just let go, to be taken, to be owned, to be pleasured, and to be driven wild. Now this, you know, these last two sound like they're all about men, and they're so not. This is about you owning your body, owning your sexuality, owning what feels good, and being able to ask for what you want. You know, no more will you ever feel like you can't vocalize what you want, how you feel, what you need. when you're loving and confident, and when you believe in yourself and you trust yourself, that's the relationship you have with a man. You know, you speak your truth, you have him speak his truth. It's a wonderful place to be in a relationship, and it's a very different relationship to probably what you've ever had in the past. And you know that probably more than most people will ever get a touch of in their lives. Most people don't live in authentic relationships, so it's beautiful to be able to, you know, educate and train yourself, and then have a man and learn together and grow together, and make commitments together that supports that relationship. Because we're all scared and we're all looking for love. When we understand ourselves and we embrace the rightness about us instead of holding on to our wrongness, that gives us freedom to love. And that's what I really, really want for you out of this course, where you know your own beauty and you can give up all the stories and the limiting beliefs that have run your life and controlled you right up till now. So this is a very sacred, special place that you will get to, where you just love and honour yourself. So as part of the course, I'll just run through, you know that you've got your 8-week modules that will be on your membership site. You will have your weekly live Q&A courses, your calls. So they are training calls, and they've got a Q&A component. So the calls are, I've booked them for this group at Thursday 8 p.m. what's Perth time. So check with your time zones. I've already sent out an email to the ladies who have enrolled in the course. So make sure you're on those calls. If you can't make the calls, don't stress. I will tape them and I'll put them into the private Facebook group. And so there will be a recording in there. If you've got some questions that you would like asked on the call and you know you're not going to be there, just flick them through to me and I will answer them in the group, and then you can listen to the recording. So I've scheduled the calls at the time for the girls in the group what's most convenient. And obviously, you know, sometimes people that might not work for one, but it'll work for everybody else. If it means that you need to stay up late or get up early, that's what you need to do. You know, it's 8 weeks out of your life. You can sleep in 2 months' time. Do what it takes, ladies. This is you making a commitment to yourself. So we have our private Facebook group, so I've joined you all in that already. I want you to use that group as a resource, and, you know, don't be shy. You know, this is about you starting to step out and confidently own yourself. And so this is a perfect place for you to start showing up in your own presence and in your own integrity. Push yourself every day, push yourself to do something that feels a little bit uncomfortable. You know, put some photos in there of you. I want you to be introducing yourself to the girls. Tell us where you are, what job you do, what your background is, what you look forward to getting out of the course. And the more you put in, the more the other girls are going to put in, and you will create some beautiful friendships. And these are friendships that a lot of, my students in the past have lifelong friendships, because they're similar. They've gone through similar experiences and they're all on growth paths. And that's not something, a peer group isn't, you're not going to find a lot of people in your normal circles who are doing personal development. Why, I just don't know. It staggers me, but I know that from the minute that I started personal development, everything in my life changed. And the more personal development I did, and my staff, and I put all my kids through all the programs that we've done, I educate my staff, and the more time and effort I put into personal development, the more my business grew. And that's the same as everyone and everything that I've ever experienced. So this is not, you are never going to lose out of this. This is such a wise investment on your behalf. So introduce yourself to the group. I don't want you asking questions in the group if you're feeling uncomfortable or they're really personal. Just flick me an email. But other things, just general stuff, absolutely straight into our Facebook group. I want you to post your wins and your celebrations. So I want to know when you've had a breakthrough. I want to know when you have, you weren't fearful, or something amazing's happened, that you were out and you were paid a compliment because your energy's changing. You're going to get all this weird funny stuff happening, and this is your opportunity and chance in a safe place to start bragging about yourself. We want to hear how beautiful you are, and when you're used of people paying you compliments, you won't be seeking validation from other people. So I want you all telling me and bragging about everything that's happening amazing and fun in your life. So every day, try and put something positive in there about, just to celebrate you. It can be tiny, it can be, little things, but I definitely want to hear something from you every day about just what's great in your life. And no negativity in venting. This is for a couple of reasons, but our main thing is, if you've got an issue or a problem, part of being a conscious individual is dealing with it. It's not running people down, it's not being negative, it is dealing with your issues head on. So if you've got a problem with somebody in particular in the group, we will deal with that directly with them or with me or through me. But I don't want you just dumping in the group. It zaps the energy for everybody. And also, we're here to learn how to be empowered and inspired. So if you're getting triggered, that's what I want to hear about. You come to me and we work out what is actually triggering you, because I can tell you how you do little things is how you do big things. So if you're getting pissed and getting negative reactions and going to a negative response, that's not just happening here. That's going to be your life. So that gives us a good head up on something that we need to look at straight away and jump on and fix, and I'll hold you accountable on these things. So your coaching calls, I said you will also get 3 coaching calls. We'll have your first one, what's a strategy call, at the between now and your first week of your program. I've sent out emails today, and as soon as you enroll, you'll get an email what asks you to book your first strategy session. We will touch base with you and do a middle one in about the 4 weeks of the program. We'll send you out another email and invite you to book a second call then. And we will also do one at the end of the program to make sure that how you've gone, get your feedback, and keep you accountable to your goals going forward. In the strategy call, I've sent out an email, but they're there to help you get clarity, to deal with your fears and your overwhelm, anything that comes up for you while you're going through the program. They're an invaluable part of what makes our program the best in the world. So we spend a vast majority of this program on mindset and changing your mind and your patterns and your beliefs, because once you've got your mind clear and in control of it, life's your oyster. So that is what sets us apart. This is not just a relationship or healing or growth workshop. This is a transformational transition workshop. So just check your emails, and all of those are fairly self-explanatory. I also do a program referring, if you refer any friends. So if you're loving the program, the Shine program has a referrals program or a referral system. When you start to see the power of this program and the incredible amount of support you're going to get, you might have friends who you recognize need this program. I will guarantee you that you will have people saying to you that you look amazing, you have lost weight, or you have, you're achieving your goals, you're happy, you're bouncy, you've met somebody. How did you do it? So you are going to have people noticing you as your energy changes. I'm very, very happy to give you a $500 referral for any of your friends you refer and you trust to me. I will enroll them in the program and pay you that. I have always grown my business on word of mouth. I hardly have ever advertised, and I grew a huge international company. I am very, very good at what I do, and I am committed to your success. So it is my honour and privilege to work with your friends. I would never take that situation for granted. So if you would like to refer someone, just send me an email as an introduction, and I would take it from there. And I would appreciate and honour you very much if you felt that that was something you'd like to do and gift that to your friends. So what we're going to do now, you will have got your welcoming email. Make sure you've signed your members agreement, because your first module won't be released until we've got that signed agreement back, and that protects you and us, confidentiality, and just lays out the program. Make sure that you are going to do your work and you understand that your success is going to be dictated to by how committed you are. So show up accountable, resourceful, and coachable. So check your emails, book your strategy call if you haven't already done that. So that's your first call, and make sure you're in the Shine Program Facebook group. That is the small group, not the big group that you may have been in the past, the Healing, Growing and Loving group. This one is the Shine Program. So this is just for enrolled students, just for the ladies going through the course at the time. And then we will have a graduate group later. But for now, you're just in a very small group, intimate and safe place for you to go through your course. So, and I've usually join you all into those automatically. But if you're not, just have a look. There's a link there, or else flick me an email. So that's about it. Let's get started, ladies. I'm super excited to be on this journey with you. I'm just passionate about it, and I have hand selected you, ladies. So you know I don't talk rubbish. I choose my students, and I will only work with people that I love and who I know are going to be amazing in this program. And one of the reasons I do that is I think this is such a gift and an honour to grow our brains and grow our minds. And the reason I love empowering women so much is that we can make such an amazing difference in the world. One person can change such a huge community. You can start with your own family. The relationships you have with your kids will change. The relationships you have with your extended family. As women, we are role models, and my desire is for us to create a big ripple effect around us, where our learning goes out into the world. It changes our kids' lives, it changes our families' lives, it changes our community. And as women, we have that ability. And so that is why I just love this work so much. And I'm so grateful that you have entrusted your education through this part of the journey to me. And I will certainly do my utmost for you and with you to have you be an amazing woman on transition.